What up, Laker fam?
Laker fam!
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
We ballin'. But it's purple. Oh, let's go, baby. We ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world, niggas.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling, go!
This dying's on my way to the
Slam dunk.
gonna hate her like who won
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like, they got fans like, LA be like.
We ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world, niggas. We ballin'. It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
What it do, Lakers crew? Welcome to Lakers Over Everything. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold. It's Lakers Over Everything. We may be dead. We may be bleeding, but it's still Lakers Over Everything. So we all know the Lakers are done for the season. They actually play their final game a little later today up in Denver. Our young guys, our young kids, the young kids are playing, they're balling. So let's see what we got with that. But the season is over. No play-in tournament, no playoffs. We're done, so we can officially kind of transition to the off season after today. We'll talk about all off-season stuff. I've been kind of waiting till the season's officially over to talk about the off-season. But as we're in the final game tonight, I just wanted to talk about this. We all know that the Lakers will be looking for a new head coach. Not will be. I'm sure they're already doing so. Even with one game remaining on the schedule, we all expect Frank Vogel to be fired. We expect that to be the very first thing to happen, once the season is over. So probably sometime tomorrow, maybe, they probably cut him loose or after the exit interviews, whenever. But, that's definitely expected to take place sometime this week. Now, really fast, let me give my 2 cents on Frank Vogel. Won a championship a couple years ago. So I can't take that away from him. And it was one of the more difficult championships to win. It was down in the bubble. A lot of people say, put an asterisk next to it. It shouldn't count, blah, blah, blah. To me, in my opinion, that was one of the harder championships to win. Everything that's going on. You ask these men to leave their families and go be entrapped, down there in Disney. And not around their families. Worried about their families, not around their friends, not around their familiarities, right? And in the midst of a pandemic, that's what we all were doing. We were in our homes. We were in a familiar place. We were in our safe haven, right? And these guys were asked to get out of that and go be locked somewhere else. So that's kind of tough, man. That's kind of tough. And then not to mention, everyone says, the Lakers have 4 months off, blah, 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 blah. Well, last I recall, before the pandemic, the Lakers were one of the best teams in the NBA. They were the best team in the Western Conference. They were sitting at the number 1 seed. Milwaukee had a better record than them, but the Lakers were number 1 in the Western Conference, number 2 in the entire NBA schedule-wise, and they were up there in every statistical category. They were balling, and they had just beat, right before the pandemic, they had just beat Milwaukee, and they also had beat, the Clippers. You remember they had back-to-back games, big wins. They were coming off big wins. They were rolling, man. They were rolling. LeBron was dominating. AD was dominating. They were unstoppable. All the role players were playing well. And the record was looking really, really nice. So we were going to have home court advantage. We were going to have that number 1 seed and have home court advantage. All that was stripped away from us, taken away from us. And we had to go down to the bubble. No home court advantage. And people act like we were the only team in the bubble. It wasn't just whoever wants to come down here, you'll be crowned champions. No, there was still entire playoffs played. We had 4 months off, so did everybody else. So everyone else had an opportunity to get rested and all that. I don't know. That's a topic for another conversation, but I'm just getting tired of hearing it, man. The asterisk and the bubble championship, all that. They bring that up now because of the Lakers are struggling right now. So to me, the season following that, the season Milwaukee won, that one should have a more so of an asterisk next to it. That season was more compromised to me, But anyway, like I said, another topic for conversation, another day. But Frank Vogel, he did win a championship down there. And again, I said all that to say that was one of the more difficult championships to win. You had to have your guys ready, and you had to lead them. Put things aside, everything that was going on in the world. Put that all aside. Your home court advantage was taken away. No fans, so that's very tough to do, and it took a special coach to do that, and he did do that. So, Frank Vogel, that's something you cannot take away from him. Even before he came to the Lakers, he's done. He did really, really well. He was a great head coach, a good head coach. Led teams with a lot lesser talent than he had this year to good places. So this year he was doomed from the start. With Russell Westbrook, the news is breaking about some of the behind the scenes things, and him and Russ clashing heads day one, in training camp. If you guys didn't hear that story broke that in training camp, Vogel he wanted to be a running gun team, right? Which the Lakers in 2020, that was our DNA. We ran. We were top in fast break points. And even this year, and last year, we were top fast break points. And that's when we were at our best. That was one of the reasons why we wanted Russell Westbrook, because that's what he does. That's his game. So Vogel said, whoever grabs the rebound, take off. Let's go. Grab the rebounds and let's run. And whoever gets it, bring it up. LeBron, if you grab the rebound, bring it up. Let's go. AD, you grab the rebound, bring it up. Let's go. Whoever grabs the rebound, let's go. Let's push it. And Russ said, no. I'm the point guard. Whoever grabs the rebound, give me the ball. I'm the point guard here. So it was just from the jump, it was just bumping of heads, man. And how can you coach that? You already had all these personalities, all these egos. You got all these top 75 players, all these future Hall of Famers. That's a lot to deal with, man. So, and then you got your point guard. He doesn't want to do what you're saying and play by your rules and play by your scheme and your game plan. He thinks he knows best or he knows better. Man, it's just a lot. So I can't put everything on Frank Vogel this year. And you talk about rotations and this and that. Well, I mean, who did you want him to put in? Talk about rotations. Stanley Johnson and undrafted rookie and Austin Reeves. Now we all know Austin Reeves would have been drafted. He kind of worked things out where he didn't go undrafted, so we could sign him. But still, no experience. He's still a rookie. Kendrick Nunn was out all year. AD in and out of the lineup, out of it for half the year. LeBron missed some games. So it was just a lot, man. It was a lot. So I can't put all the blame on Vogel. Now, is he crystal clear and free? No, he's not. There is some blame to go around, but all the people saying fire Vogel, all season long, I wasn't on that train at all. I wasn't on that team at all. It was a lot more. He didn't construct this team. Vogel's a defensive coach. We all know that. He's a defensive coach. And you take away all his defensive players. You didn't give him back Alex Caruso. You give him Russell Westbrook. And, you give him Russell Westbrook, okay, but give the man Alex Caruso back. Alex Caruso is one of the better defenders in the league, better guard defenders in the league. So give him his pieces. You didn't give him any defensive pieces at all. Everything you signed was offense. Malik Monk, offense. Melo, offense. What, you went and signed Avery Bradley? Well, Avery Bradley is old, man. He's old and slow. What, you went and signed Ariza? Come on, Ariza's washed. You didn't give this man any defensive pieces. Dwight Howard, okay. But so I can't put everything on Vogel. He didn't construct the team, and it just wasn't going to work from the start. It was doomed from the start. I tried to be naive about it, but it was just doomed from the start. But anyways, let's continue. So again, my purpose in saying all that is all the blame is not on Frank Vogel. And even when Frank Vogel was out with the protocols and Holland took over, it was the same thing, man. He had a losing record as well. So, it is what it is. So let's talk about Lakers coaching candidates. I want to talk about a couple in particular. Sorry, I went on rambling. That's what you're gonna get a lot of that, man. It's the off season. We're gonna talk about it. I kept my mouth shut a lot, these last weeks or whatever since the All-Star break. The Lakers only won 5 games, literally 5 games since the All-Star break. So I just felt like it wasn't nothing to cover. The way they was playing, I couldn't cover that. I was too upset. I can't watch the losing, man. I can't cover that. I can't, man. We had 7 years of that post Kobe, and now we got LeBron and AD, and we're doing the same thing. To me, this is literally the worst season in Lakers basketball history. But again, another topic conversation for another day. That'll be coming real soon. So look out for that. But anyways, let's talk about coaching candidates. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let's talk about coaching candidates. So we know there's a lot of names floating out there. You got the dream scenarios like John Calipari, right? Come back and coach AD. That'll be nice. You got a bigger dream scenario, Coach K. He left Duke. He's been connected to the Lakers forever, been rumored forever and ever, right? Could it finally happen? He finally left Duke. Then you had some come out, AC, LA Sports Live. He broke it about Nick Nurse, his ties with Clutch. He signed to Clutch. We know LeBron signed to Clutch. So could he leave Toronto? He just re-upped in Toronto. So could he leave Toronto? So those are some of the dream scenarios, right? Then you got guys like Quinn Snyder. He coached here on the Lakers. He was assistant here under Mike Brown back in the day. So he has Lakers ties. And if anything, we know the Lakers always want to, elevate from within. They always want someone with Laker ties. We know the Lakers run things like a mom and pop organization. It is what it is. So they always looking for someone with Lakers ties. They don't like to look outside of the circle, outside of the bubble, if you will. So Nick Nurse, he could be a possibility. How about Derek Fisher? That's another name, Derek Fisher. I haven't seen anyone say that name, but he has 5 rings with the Lakers. He was, here with Kobe. He's a Lakers great, Lakers legend. He's coaching the Sparks right now. And then he's also always on Lakers TV, Lakers television on Spectrum Sportsnet. So that could be another possibility. Derek Fisher, he has had coaching experience in the NBA, but not with the Lakers. So look out for that name. Who else we got? Of course, there was that rumor about, I forgot the man's name, Doc Rivers. I definitely don't want Doc Rivers. When he was here with the Clippers, when he was in LA coaching the Clippers, he had a lot of negative things to say about the Lakers that were just uncalled for, unnecessary. So I don't want that. So please stay away from that. Don't do that. But anyway, let me talk about this pairing right here. Johann Howard. How about Johann Howard, right? He's down in Michigan, coaching Michigan. He coached LeBron, right? He was assistant coach in Miami. He won championships with LeBron. So LeBron's familiar with him. LeBron respects him. That's one of the things we're going to need. We need someone who everyone's going to respect. LeBron's going to respect. And LeBron won a championship with him. So he'll definitely respect him. AD, he's going to respect him. So I actually like Juwan Howard. If he can leave Michigan and come and coach the Lakers, I would love that. Now, another name. This guy can be on the bench. He can be an assistant coach. I put these two together. I would love this pairing, Juwan Howard and then Rajon Rondo. Yes, Rajon Rondo. I would love to see him on the Lakers bench. I would love for him to be Lakers head coach someday. I've always said he's going to be a great head coach someday. And man, I would love to see him take over for the Lakers. Unfortunately, we can't throw him in there right now. He has no coaching experience, but I would love to have him on that bench, get that experience, and then maybe pass the torch to him, a little bit down the line. Rajon Rondo, he's a Kobe guy, right? Him and Kobe were great friends. He has that Mamba mentality, and even more so recent, he's won with LeBron James. He's won with AD. 2020, he was a part of that championship team, so he's won with them. LeBron definitely respects him. LeBron wanted him here. AD wanted him here. They wanted him here in 2020, and then they wanted him here at the start of this year, which he was here, but he pieced out real fast, man. He wasn't sticking around with this rush foolishness and everything else that was going on. He pieced out real fast, ran to Cleveland, turned them around, right? Man, the guy is cerebral. He's going to be a great head coach. He did a lot of coaching when he was here this year and in 2020, with Frank Vogel. It'll be times Vogel would be MIA, right? Because he's, on a press conference or whatever, and he comes back, he comes in the locker room, and Rondo is already, breaking down film. He already got the film ready. He's already having meetings and all that. So, man, the guy's going to be a great head coach, and he's one I would love to have in LA. Unfortunately, we just can't elevate him to the head coaching job this year because he doesn't have any coaching experience, but I would love to get him on the bench. So please don't fumble that, man. And him and Johann Howard, I think that would be a great pairing, a great pairing. I absolutely would love that. And even if it's not Johann Howard, maybe we can, find whoever it is. Maybe we can find a spot for Rondo on that bench. But I would love to have Rondo as a future head coach someday for our Los Angeles Lakers. But even more so now as an assistant coach. So Johann Howard, Rajon Rondo, I love that pairing. I would love to see that. But you guys comment down below and sound off down below. Let me know how you guys feel, what you guys like. And, yeah, man. This week, I believe Vogel will be fired, and we'll start the process of finding a new head coach. All right. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a tough season, but we're finally through it. The season from hell is coming to an end. It'll be over officially a little later today, and then we can get to this off season. Let's get number 0 out of here, and and let's get a new head coach in here. And let's roll, baby. Let's roll. We'll have plenty of videos breaking stuff down all off season long. All right. So if you're not dialed in here, get dialed in. Hit that subscribe button and join the family, and come hang out with us. Also, smash that notification bell so every time we do post a video, whether it's a video, whether it's a rumor, whether it's some breaking news, whether it's a live show, a Lakers live chat, whatever we're doing, we would love to have you there. So smash that notification bell, so when we do drop it, you'll get that notification and you can come check us out. All right, purple and gold till we die, purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple, my heart beats gold. No playoffs, no playing, but it's still Lakers over everything. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.